included by changing their feudal system to centralized system. So they were better and bigger because they're awesome. At the beginning of the Restoration, Japan sent samurais to the U.S.
America.
So when they were sent to the U.S., they were sent to study specific things. Let's go take a look. Samurai studied economics, politics, and technology. However, one found useless, they were abolished. Another factor was a conscripted army that was used to bring political reorganization in 1889, and examples include the House of Peers and the Diet.
Hello, my name is Jesse. Apparently I'm the least liked person. Today I would like to discuss the aspects of the Meiji's industrialization. It starts off that Meiji, plus its influence during Westernization, was a very vital time. It allowed militarization, change, including weaponry. The Navy began to use Western standards with the help of Western advisors. The Meiji improved the universal education, Western dress attire, hairstyles, hygiene, and the adaptation of the Western calendar. Banks started to fund growing trade and provided a capital for their city. So, the Meiji began to build railways that connected land, and the steamships provided travel from island to island. These were all sponsored by the state. Tariffs and guilds were being removed and both replaced by a national market. So land reforms were put into place, giving common farmers their ownership of their own land. This motivated them into helping the expansion of production, new fertilizer, and equipment.
Jesse.
Like Emma was saying, the Emperor of the Meiji had advisors because of his young age. This resulted in the Japanese government organization law to be issued in June 11, 1868.
The next year, a system of 2 departments and 6 ministries, which was modeled on the Ritsurio system of 2 departments and 8 ministries, was set up. Unfortunately, the system was unstable because it needed such continuous reforms thereafter, such as dividing the Ministry of Industry from the Ministry of Popular Affairs, and changing the Ministry of Criminal Punishments to the Ministry of Justice. Luckily, the industrialization did not stop improving, thanks to the Zaibatsu of the 1890s, because it created huge industrial combines in Japan, all of it being a result from a far-flung merchant and industrial operations. The only thing not to be influenced by Westernization in Japan was their religion. Instead of Shintoism diminishing, it gained popularity because the people did not want to adapt Western Christianity.
Thought bubble. Japan inside look. Japan, during the 17th to 19th centuries until about the late 1860s, maintained their doors closed to avoid influence as much as they could. Aside from the island Gishima and the Nagasaki Bay that only allowed Dutch and Chinese ships. Wow. School of National Learning. Then came the founding of the school that focused on the historical experience that Japan had and the revival of the indigenous culture. But the Dutch provided the access to the development of the West. Dun, dun, dun. Yet before, Japan had the Tokugawa title, also called the Edo period, where a shogun was in charge and created or elected by an emperor. Woo! Yay! Land was directly controlled by this Tokugawa family of daimyo closely allied with the shoguns. Yep. All of these processes created a political unity and ended the Civil War. That's when Japan became isolated from the world, and Christianity basically non-existent. Let's say Japan realized all of their pride was backfiring. The typical family ideals and never-changing traditions, because of devotion to ancestry and the nation, suddenly became a blur. They needed to advance. So they looked into Western weapons at first, feudalism ended. Therefore, Westernization took part in several areas including universal education, hairstyles, Western dress, and technology. Also hygiene and things like railroads. Thus, the Meiji period arose, and they went on independently to create a modern society.
Basically, after that,
Hi, I'm Lali, and today I'm going to tell you how the Meiji Empire expanded. Come on, follow me. The first reason why the Meiji Empire wanted to expand was because they were limited on natural resources like coal and oil. Because of this, they were afraid of oncoming invaders, and they wanted to strengthen themselves with Westernization. Because of this, they improved their government and military. Luckily for Japan, Westernization came off to a very successful start. That in the beginning, they were becoming so powerful in such a short amount of time that the Western Empire started to see them as a threat and started to call them the Yellow Peril in 1990. However, this was only just met by more Western imperialization in the region. Another factor that led to the rise of the Meiji Empire was the decline of the Tokugawa. One reason why, though,
Tokugawa Empire.
that was because of their government ran into financial problems due to the fact that they were based on agriculture and the continuation of feudalism, aka paying the samurai. As the government grew more corrupt, the upper class moved towards more Western ideas because that's where the money was at. This inspired studies like the Dutch studies, where Japanese scholars studied Western science, medicine, and technology, promoting exchanges in the West. Even though this was beneficial for the rich, people were not too happy about it because the changes in culture and traditions resulting in global protests. Including, despite all the new changes in Japan, they weren't too set on the idea of local training until the Matthew Perry incident. And after the American Matthew Perry incident, Japanese ports were forced to open, breaking out in civil war in 1868. And new reforms were put in place and proclaiming a new emperor, Mochishi-II, beginning the new Meiji Restoration period, or the Enlightenment period. Now here's Salma to fill you in on the rest of the Meiji Restoration.
So now it's time for the open letter. Okay, so, dear Japan, why not have a centralized system since the very beginning? Yeah, I get it. Honor your family or whatnot, which includes serving the overall leader. And yeah, hashtag samurai forever, although that didn't really happen. But I mean, that's what basically kept you guys isolated for so long. Being afraid of change and the unknown, being afraid to ruin traditions that lasted centuries or to disappoint. With this new change to Japan, it will increase the chances of being a better nation. More power and knowledge, no more ritual tragedies or tremendous law codes. So, now, look towards improvement while still keeping the ideals alive. Westernization comes with strength and order, but sacrifices shall be made. Better to improve weapons, communication, and structure, which in the long run inspires globalization. So stick with the focused officials and teams of advisors. Best wishes, Salma Paredes.
Hey, Salma. Salma.
Oh, hi, I'm Salma, and I'll be discussing how the Meiji expanded and how it ended. So let's talk about our fabulous journey of blood and war. Japan expanded their territory in the Sino-Japanese War in 1890. Here they tried to take control of China's natural resources and markets. So all of this ended the Treaty of Portsmouth. By doing so, it granted the Japanese port more trading rights and allowed control of Manchuria. Take one. This resulted in victory for Japan and gaining the influence of Korea. So they were able to take control of their first colony, Taiwan. They started their decline in World War I, but they officially ended it like around 1912 during the World War. They became more independent, that's why they ended, and they became equal to Western powers and their ideals.
That's all, folks!
So what's another fact about the Meiji Restoration?
Lali.
Yes, ask that. Be sure about it.
The first reason why the Meiji wanted to expand their empire. Hello, my name is Jessie. Apparently I'm the least liked person We're recording here. Yeah.